Yeah, okay, just turn that light back to Willis and let's get cracking.
What this on?
Yeah, there we go. Right now, hopefully your head won't go down. If it is, I'll go back. Y'all see how nicely he's dressed for y'all?
Yeah, I see that. That's what the news anchors do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what we all say. That's what we think, but that's not the case.
Yeah, it is.
Don't knock over
So how
your
much
wine.
of this you gonna get yours? How much of this you gonna cut out? Cause you can see all my red shorts.
I could try to crop it up some.
Not that I care.
I know you don't. That's why I'm like, why is that even a thing? For you, sir. Why is that even a thing?
I decided to just put on my relaxing fit.
You look good.
And then I realized, oh, she's keeping her dress on.
Yeah. Well, I plan on us doing two, but we're starting so late. It depends.
What time is it?
It's 10 something.
It's 10. Girl.
All right, guys. Let's get this started. We actually recorded the intro, so if you listen on iTunes or on SoundCloud, you should hear a new intro that you'll hear at the top of all of our podcasts. But make sure you guys, and I'm going to put this in the outro, I think. Make sure you all are rating us on iTunes and SoundCloud because it makes us more discoverable on when it comes to podcasts. So I appreciate those who are already doing it, but if you haven't already, please make sure you give us the
Please
rating.
do that because that's news to me. Are you recording?
I
Oh,
just
you're
found
just
out.
recording.
Yeah, I'm just recording this.
Okay.
I'm about to press this. But we're about to jump into this. All right, guys. It is a glorious, glorious Sunday evening, and we are about to get this podcast done. Finally. Praise God. Sorry we missed last week. We took a week off.
Yeah.
I don't know what caused us to take a week off. I was really busy last week with auditions and stuff. How was your week?
Same.
Same.
Yeah. I was busy, but same.
We had the.
I don't be remembering details at all.
That seems like a problem.
It is. Somebody at work will ask me, so what'd you do this weekend? I would not be able to tell them anything.
Maybe you need to have more fish oil. And doesn't that help with the brain?
I have no idea.
You should look that up since it's a problem. You should look it up. No, you don't think so?
No, I'll look it up.
Listen, y'all know what y'all can do as far as in following us on social media at Angel the Actress for almost everything besides YouTube and Facebook. That's That Chick Angel TV. So you can catch me on all of those, and you can just, whatever message you have for Marcus, you can just leave it with me and I'll give it to him.
She'll let me know.
It'll happen a lot quicker than you waiting for him to do something to get a hold of him. So today we decided to do a audience suggestion from one of our very loyal listeners. Thank you so much, darling. This is Bobby Joe. She left a comment.
What's happening, Bobby Joe?
She left a comment on our Getting Older podcast, and she said a topic suggestion was how to be still yourself and do things you love as an individual in a long-term relationship. I've been with my husband for 13 years. We're 29, almost 30, and my friends and I have been talking a lot about remembering who you are. I guess you meant in a couple, but also as a couple, but also as an individual. So that's what she was saying. What are you pointing at?
The chip nail.
I know I broke my acrylic nail.
It almost looks like it's on purpose.
I know, that's why I wasn't too mad about it. I was like, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. So Bobby Joe, thank you for the suggestion. So we're going to tackle that. So how do you remain an individual? How do you feel like you've remained an individual? Do you still feel like an individual in this marriage?
Yeah, when you was reading it, I was a little stunned because I'm like, I don't know how not to be an individual.
Well, I feel like they are.
I do know people that, like, we got a very close couple. It's like, to me, it seems very one-sided, like, clung to, they basically became somebody that we didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Became somebody we didn't know. It's like, you have never been into that type of stuff, but the person that you're with is into that, and now you're like...
Well, you know what? I agree with you on one point. I think that they were into it kind of, but it became more important now that, like, I feel like that person brought it out of them. I don't feel like it was something that did not exist in them. I think it just got amplified with the person.
I think it was like completely dormant. Like
I don't know. I definitely wouldn't say dormant, because I remember having conversations and it just being like, oh, I don't even know what any of that stuff is that you're talking about. But okay, if you like it, all right. But I think it's been amplified.
But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, with me, I mean, I know I've a little bit gotten into the stuff that you like to do. Like, I've been to plays. That's something I would have never done.
Right.
Even though I've seen plays before we got together.
Yeah.
That I enjoyed. But now it's just like, all right, now every now and then I'll know what somebody's talking about. If they're talking about a play, like, oh yeah, we saw it.
Yeah. I mean, I always think that in a relationship, especially when you've been together for a long time, you do start to morph into each other. Like, I have a lot of my husband's mannerisms now that I did not have before.
Mannerisms.
You're right. That's one of them. Saying words completely wrong.
Yeah.
That's one of
I will take complete blame for that.
That's one of his mannerisms.
I apologize for her speech impediments that she developed right here with me.
I mean, I think that's one of the beautiful things about being in a long-term relationship, is that you all do start to meld into each other. But I feel like it's both people's job to make sure you protect the individual that you married and allowing them to be an individual, while you also have the backbone to stay the person you are, as long as it's not in a way that doesn't allow you to grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are ways that you are essentially the same man that I, was attracted to years ago, but in a lot of ways you have grown, so you aren't the same guy. But I don't feel like at the core of you,
the core is the same. I can even see the maturity level and a level of advancement from where I came from. Mm-hmm. And where I am today does probably have a lot to do with being with you, but also I would have made that growth regardless, but it may have gone a different direction, maybe. I don't know.
I think you would have made some growth. I think I amplified some of it, and I feel like you've amplified.
Wow.
No, I'm serious.
Wow.
I'm dope.
So cocky.
Yeah. And where did I get that from? No, I do feel like when you are with the person you're supposed to be with, they have a chance to amplify the best of you that just a regular person that you could be with wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had girlfriends see their exes with somebody and be like, he would have never done that stuff with me. Like, I can't believe that. I would have loved for him to do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where, not so much soulmate, but being with the person that will bring out those better qualities of you and really like help push those things to grow in you, and allow the things that might not be the best of you kind of die away slowly but surely. Yeah. But I definitely think we're still very much so individuals. But I also...
Because we both have activities and things that we do that where she's like, yeah, well, you go do you. I'm going to be over here doing this. And it's vice versa. It works both ways. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think a part of that is, I'm going to speak for myself. I don't know how you felt about yourself. I've always been really comfortable with who I was, even in my awkward days. If we take it all the way back to middle school, I was comfortable being into things that other people weren't into for real, like the more popular people. And I really got comfortable with it in high school, to the point that I was like, this is actually the cool thing to do. I don't know about you over there smoking weed, but me going to church almost every single day of the week is dope. And I, having sex, it's the cool thing to do. So I became very comfortable in into what I did as a person. So adding a guy to it didn't so much change that, but I feel like it is easy to change for a person that you feeling. Like somebody that you really want to feel you, just being like, so what is he into? I'm going to be into that. Was there ever a girl that you faked being into something just so?
Nah. They got exactly what they thought they was getting. It's like, oh, so you're not no. Mm-mm.
Not at all. Okay, here's a little question I'll throw at you, and if you don't know the answer, you can. Why did you just say that? You could have just turned it off.
Why did you have to comment on it?
Because it's already there, and I need for people to know what the heck you were talking about. Because if they're
They
listening,
ain't gotta know.
I'm not about to.
We in the studio right now, okay?
No, I'm not about to sit there and search for 8.
Now you gotta search for this conversation, so it'll be a little easier now.
No, it's gonna stay
All
up
right,
in
then.
here.
Go ahead and say what you were saying.
He turned off the TV that he put
because
on
we were
mute
both
for
getting
some-
pulled in.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
you was. You was staring dead at the TV.
But I was still focused. I was not like paying attention to the action of the TV.
Are you gonna finish?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish. Fool.
See, one of us got to keep us on track.
It's not
Always
you.
me.
It's always you in your basketball shorts and your button up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask a question. If you're not ready to answer it, I'll answer it first. The question I'm gonna ask you.
Then ask me with an attitude.
Yeah, that's one thing you gave me. In what way do you feel like I directly changed you?
All the negative.
Any negative thing.
Now that I'm over here hot. No. You go first because I can't even think of the answer to that.
I feel like I am even more blunt. I feel like you have made me more blunt than what I ever was. Like, being passive aggressive was something that I used to be, and I found out about that in high school when I did this like leadership thing and we talked about it, and I was like, oh wow, that's not good. I'm passive aggressive. And I started working on my assertiveness after that. But after getting with you, I am now either assertive or aggressive, which I don't mind either. And that's because I feel like I've watched your demeanor when it comes to things, where Marcus doesn't typically mince words. Like, you're gonna get whatever the heck he's got on his mind.
I disagree. I think I'm very surgical and tactical.
Okay. Yeah, and your surgery is with a blunt knife. I think my son is at the door. I was like, what is that dark shadow?
You better be lucky I don't pack in the house.
I was like, I'm about to shoot whatever that is. Don't come in. We're still recording.
Get out the door.
But yeah, I feel like I definitely have become way more assertive with people in general. And I feel like that is something to do with you. And I'm a lot sharper, quicker with my tongue. Definitely. Like, I was already funny, but now I am sharp as a tack.
It's in constant battle. That's what that is.
Yeah, no, really.
Yeah.
Like, you really were the iron that sharpened the blade of my tongue. And I appreciate it because it's helped definitely with my comedy career.
You're welcome.
I said thank you, yeah.
Again, you're welcome.
Okay.
No, me, I definitely feel like you lubricated me into like loosening up and trying new things. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the things that I do now, like the different foods that I'm into, like I'm a drinker, not drinker like heavily, but I enjoy certain types of alcohol. So I would have never branched out to try those things, or even all the different foods and stuff that I'll try that I've never tried before. Mm-hmm. Before I got with you, I would have probably stuck to what I grew up with, what I knew, and wouldn't be ready to try all these new things. Now, I'll try anything. Yeah. And I definitely owe that to you, because I definitely wasn't trying new things.
I definitely feel like even though I'm not the most cultured person, I think I definitely added culture to your life just because of moving you out here and us just being almost fish out of water and being willing to just be like,
moving me out here like you was just like,
I did. Like you wouldn't have moved out here if I wasn't adamant about being out here.
But now I think I've in a way I've surpassed. I think I would be willing to try more than what you would be willing to try.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm into like a lot of different, like anything that's like any type of culture. If it's something that we go do, a food that we go eat, I'm just like, I want to eat it how the people that created this eat it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like before, I would have never been about that.
And that is one of the things that has made me definitely love you more, because it would be very irritating. Like, I have girlfriends who are with still very country men, and he's still very country, and there are aspects of a country man that I can appreciate, which is, you know, family oriented, stability a lot of times is what comes with a country man, having a very strong ideal of what a man should be providing to the family. Those are things that I like. But that stubborn, very closed-minded aspect of it is such a turn off for me now, especially since I'm in a career where anything happens. In LA, anything happens. And I'm not saying we need to be trying everything, but having a closed mind and being with an actress, I think would be like, what is it, oil and water or oil and vinegar? Which one don't go together?
Neither one.
Yeah, it would be all of that. So I think you becoming that person that is willing to try more things and experience more things is something that I feel like.
Yeah, I was about to make a comment earlier when you was up jumping up and down and dancing on the steps performing.
Oh yes.
I said this is what I got into. Got into somebody in the arts.
Yes, I was.
Should have stuck with a lawyer or a doctor.
Lord, I gave him a private dancer dance.
There was no private dancer dance.
Yeah,
it was some close to 40 chick trying to swing her hips. That don't stretch very often.
I do. I could have swung more, but I didn't want the kids to be like, "Oh, mother." It's so funny, guys.
Let me help you up.
For Valentine's Day, the day before Valentine's Day, I took a dance class, like a sexy dance for your man class. And she was like, so you all can try this on Valentine's Day. And please believe, I know I was the oldest chick in there, but I was killing it, murdering it, other than the part where we had to pop up off the floor.
You look like me getting up off hardwood floors. So.
It was a little bit like I had to like, yeah. There was one time where I did say, and I was like, that's not attractive. So I did come up with a way to make it work. Like I had to put my hands on my knees where everybody else was just
I would have been in tears about it because I knew exactly what you was doing.
But she was like, so you could do this for your man tomorrow, give him the eye. And I was like, I'm not doing this because he's going to laugh. Even if I'm killing it, he's going to be like, why Bob Fosse? Why Alvin Ailey? Even though you don't know who those people are.
I know Alvin Ailey is.
But you know who Bob Fosse is.
I'm guessing another dancer.
Yes, he was a Broadway dancer.
See?
Broadway dancer.
I would have never known who Alvin Ailey was.
Because of me.
He was light on his feet.
But yeah, you got yourself into this. But it's a fun ride. You get entertainment on a regular basis.
I get irritated on a regular basis.
But you end up laughing through that irritation a lot.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
I keep my hands off of me.
Yeah, you do got to keep your hands off of me. Yeah.
That's the last thing you want me to do.
Yeah, last thing what?
You want me to keep my hands off of you?
You a fool.
All right.
So
we doing another one? Oh, we still talking about individuality.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I was going to ask another question.
No. That was the topic suggestion. So I feel like, what would be your best advice on if you're going into a relationship, or if you are realizing this might be the one and you don't want to find yourself just changing who you are, what would be your advice?
I mean, it's going to sound very textbook, but it's true. Just be open and honest. Mm-hmm. Be honest as in who you are.
Yeah. And
be open-minded enough to realize what you need to stick to your guns on, mm-hmm. or what probably needs to change for the better. Yeah. Because a lot of people is like, no, this is me. This is what I do. I'm not changing this who I am, Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm open and honest.
Yeah. I would say it's two things. One, don't fake the funk when you're going into the relationship, because a lot of people pretend to be something they aren't.
A lot of people be who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Being the person that they idolize, basically.
Or the person they think that the person wants them to be. And, I don't know how long you can really hold up that charade. I don't have the type of energy. That's the reason why he gets me dancing and acting a fool, because that's what naturally comes out of me. Trying to be prim and proper all the time, my bald spot would be even bigger if I tried to do that at all. What are you about to say? What you about to say?
It's like, give me that bald spot.
And be fearless. Like, I think a lot of times people start to lose themselves because they're afraid that if they don't become something, they'll lose the person that they love so much. But you have to love fearlessly. And the fact of the matter is, I feel like it makes it so much more fun and so much more enjoyable when you love that way. When you're not afraid to be your best and your worst with the person that you love. Like, I feel like I have seen Marcus at his worst, and he's seen me at his worst. He's just the worst. No,
I'm my worst a lot. I will say that.
No, but I also feel like when he is at his worst, he's not afraid of me going nowhere. He's just at that place.
Yeah.
And he'll come out of it when he's like ready to. And I feel the same way. Like I can get very ornery and just be like, whatever, you're not going anywhere. But I feel comfortable being able to have those, you know, peaks and valleys. I try not to have valleys too much because I'm not trying to make him miserable. But I feel comfortable that I'm allowed those moments. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to not be, you know, the best version of myself some days. And I trust that the vows he made to me, he's keeping, because I'm doing the same.
I remember those vows.
I know. I don't remember them.
You gotta find that video.
Oh, I know where it's at. It's in there. Or come July, I'm going to upload the video of our wedding. It's gonna have to be in 3 parts because that mug is long as hell.
That ceremony, you ain't gotta put the ceremony in there. We did not realize how long that was until we watched the video.
I felt horrible.
And we were like, we made people sit through this crap.
We could have got through this so much faster. But yeah, no, in July to celebrate our 10th, I'm going to upload it in 3 different installments because it is inside of the entertainment center. I found it. I didn't watch it though because I was like, I ain't got time like that to be watching. But I know I was so thin. You in good shape too. Maybe for our 10th we'll get there. I'm
trying to get there by March. It ain't happening. I ain't did a single workout. I think I did some push-ups last week. 25. Exactly. All right.
You did 8 pull-ups at the track practice.
I gave up. I was like, I ain't ready. She said, why you give up? I ain't gonna do this again no time soon. This is pointless. Can you keep going? Probably. Get no burn from doing this.
Him going, I was eating something. He's like, don't eat all that pasta. And I was like, why not? He was like, you on a diet, ain't you? I was like, not right now. Why would I have pasta?
Not in this hour. I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm so sorry. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and close out the podcast right now unless you have something else to say, baby.
Yeah, I ain't never got nothing else to say.
You really don't. I need you to be more giving in this podcast.
I give?
I said more giving. I didn't say you didn't give it all.
If I gave more, I wouldn't be me. Let's just go and put that out there.
He's like, you know, I'm at 75% at all times.
Like I said, his mother said a train steamroller. Whatever I do go over, it's gonna be flattened. I'm gonna take my time getting there.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, guys. If you have any other suggestions, you can leave them in the comments of this YouTube video with the hashtag. Well, you actually don't need to even use the hashtag. You can use the hashtag when you're on Twitter or on my Facebook page so that I know what you're referring to. What is it?
This is going to cause an argument.
It's
first letter of every word.
ITGTCAA. That is what the letters are.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to start uploading this to my blog, which I have not uploaded anything to that in forever, so that if there are any links to any articles, because we're going to eventually start pulling from articles if my husband can ever remember to do that as well. And we'll be able to link, and when we have guests.
What articles?
Like if we want to use an article to jumpstart a topic, we'll put it in the links below. All right, guys. We'll talk to you all later. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye. Move that way.
Huh? What you talking about?
He's so ornery.
What you talking about?
No.
What's wrong with you?
What you mean what's wrong with me? You're nasty.
What you gonna say? Look at her, y'all. Blushing.
Because I kept saying don't do it. I'm trying to sit down all quick and I couldn't. And all it is, don't go up that way. What are you doing? We gotta do another one.
What are we doing?
I'll tell you once we change clothes. Alright guys, so we're gonna record number 2 for the
night. You said we weren't gonna do it. Because the other thing took so long.
No, I thought it was later. You remember I thought it was 10:30? You said, girl,
it's almost 10:30 now.
That's why I didn't want to do 2, because I thought we were starting at 10:30, but we started at 9:55.
I don't feel like doing another.
We already set up with the lights. And if you don't want to do it, we won't do it.
Let's do it tomorrow. No.
I don't think it's going to, we say
let's
that.
plan for Tuesday. I think Tuesday would be good. Because look, laundry's done. Everything's done. Ain't nothing going to be lingering from the weekend.
All right. Well.
You want to do another?
I mean, it's always best when we go ahead and knock it out, but I know you have to get up early, so I'm not about to do it.
Yeah, y'all ain't got nothing to do tomorrow.
I do. I have to work
Only
out.
thing I got to look forward to is no traffic.
I have to work out and look for a wig and record and edit. I have to do a lot of editing.
Well, not.
I have to do a lot of editing, guys. I'm mad that I poured this glass of wine. I thought we were going to be getting through, too.
No, I'm sure you'll finish it, though.
I don't know about that. This is a lot of wine.
Turn it off.
No, I'm not getting back up for you to
gotta
be
get back
sticking
up
your
anyway.
fingers in orifices and stuff. It's so inappropriate. Like,
Well, I ain't getting up because if you stick your finger somewhere, I'm going to swing at you.
Go on, get up. Go on ahead.
I got all night. I'll go to sleep right
You
here.
don't have all night. If you got all night, then we can press record and do
Why
another
don't
podcast.
You're over here knocked out.
Marcus, don't you touch my...
I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, good.
Never
No way.
complained before.
Oh, this. Well, we weren't recorded. We don't do those type of home videos.
Dorothy, why are you putting ice in it?
It was too warm. Stop. I'm trying to cover up my stuff.